Hello, this is Ms. Sykes. I wanted to talk to you today about beginning your research paper. So on the last video, I mentioned the first step is choosing a topic, and that's not as easy as it sounds. When we say choose a topic, we're going to use our topic to then develop our research question. So we mentioned that you don't want your topic or your research question to be too broad, and you don't want it to be too narrow. And we're going to look at more details concerning that today. So step one, of course, is deciding what you want to talk about, deciding what issue you want to address. When formulating your research question, I suggest that you choose a topic related to your future career. What will be your major in college? What do you want to do for life as far as your career? Find a topic that is connected to one of those things, and it makes it much easier for you to begin your research. You're more motivated, you're more inclined to spend time looking at an in-depth research. Okay, so when we say a topic, cancer could be a topic, but when developing your research question, you may want to look at something like finding cures, finding treatments, different methods holistically for treating breast cancer. So breast cancer would be your topic. And then you would be looking at things connected to breast cancer, like what is it? How does one develop it? How is it being treated with medical things? How is it being treated with holistic things? And what are some side effects and things that you can expect to deal with in your everyday lifestyle once finding out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer? So our topic is breast cancer, and then we have to formulate a question to drive inquiry about the subtopics that I've just brought up. And all of those things will come together to formulate your actual paper. So the next thing I wanted you to do is to think about things that are of major concern to you. What's going on in society right now that's a major concern to you? What are things of the past that your community, your school, your gender, or your race has had to deal with? Those are things that will help you generate a research question. Also, make sure that your question is something that warrants research. When I say does it warrant research, is there going to be published information out there? Are there statistics? Is there research, articles published, books published that will support the topic that you're presenting? So that's something that you have to think about when forming your research question as well. I want you to also think about, are you trying to write this paper because you're trying to persuade the public's thought or point of view on something? So are you gathering facts to support a particular viewpoint on a topic? Or are you just trying to educate? Do you want the public to be more informed about an issue or a topic? That will help you to narrow down your topic as well. What is your purpose? Are you trying to change a mindset? Are you trying to change laws? Are you trying to change people's point of view about something so that they act differently, or they react differently, or their day-to-day actions change? Or are you simply trying to educate about a topic that people know very little about, that in your opinion they should know more about? When I say that the topic has to warrant research, you want to stay away from topics that are going to be highly based on your personal opinion and or the opinions of others. A research paper cannot be full of personal opinion or the personal opinion of other people. You have to base it on hardcore facts. What does the research say? What do studies show? What scientific evidence supports your topic? That's something to think about. So, a good thing to do once you've thought about a topic, once you've formulated a question, is to go to Google. Go to the Alabama Virtual Online Library and try to find articles and publications that do support your topic. or that do provide that in-depth analysis, inquiry, and information on your topic. If you're having a hard time trying to find information that will support your topic, then that might be a topic that you want to stay away from. Or you might want to take a few more minutes and figure out a way to reword your topic so that it does include enough information to warrant the proper research and to find articles, statistics, and information to support that. So you can use YouTube videos as documentation and information to include in your article. But your YouTube videos, your interviews and things like that have to be from professionals in that particular field of study. So if I have a topic related to education, I need to interview educators who are certified in a particular field of study. I need to interview administrators who are certified in a particular area of study. I don't only want to interview people who are affected by the topic, but I want to interview people who have gone to school, who have done research, who are highly educated in that field of study. Another thing that I want you to look at is thinking about particular areas. So what I've done is compiled a list of different subject areas, different topics from different fields of study, and I've given you a few keywords or terms that may help you to form a topic. So for example, we have topics related to the field of business. So you might want to do something about ethics. You may want to do something about online retail, maybe having an e-business, or maybe white collar versus blue collar crimes. Those type of things could be related to the field of business. Cybersecurity. Another topic that I came up with was things related to crime and research. So animal rights, campus violence, acquaintance rate, gun control, hate crimes, the Patriot Act, serial killers, sexual harassment, the 3 strikes law. We have some topics related to drugs and abuse. Things like alcohol, cocaine, marijuana, drunk driving, nicotine. When we look at those topics, let's say marijuana, we don't really want to do a research paper asking whether or not marijuana should be legalized, okay? That's kind of over and done. That can be answered with a simple yes or no. But you might want to do a research paper on the medicinal effects or the medicinal properties of marijuana. You may want to do a research paper about the current trends of hemp seed oil, CBD oil, and other forms of marijuana. How they're being used today in helping people in positive ways, as opposed to how marijuana has been used for recreational purposes in the past. So that's an example of how we can get a research paper going. Even though the larger topic is marijuana, a research question, a research topic could be how marijuana-based products are being used to heal people within the past 5 to 10 years, or how marijuana-based products are being used overseas to heal disease, disorders, or to treat some type of medical case. That's where we want to go. That's the direction that we want to follow. Okay, educational research topics: attention deficit disorder, charter schools, college admissions policies, laws and standards concerning college athletes, educational funding, grade inflation, learning disabilities, literacy in America, sex education, standardized tests. Standardized tests is a good one. A lot of students feel like standardized tests are not a good reflection of what they really know. Many colleges and universities require an ACT or an SAT score as a part of their admissions policy. And many students just feel like I just don't do well on standardized tests, but it's not a reflection of what I know academically as a student. So as we know, as a result of COVID-19, a lot of colleges and universities have actually waived their minimum SAT score. They've done away with the requirement when it comes to standardized scores, and they're still administering ways for people to submit applications without those standardized scores attached to the application. So that's something that you should heavily look into. Another thing is that since universities and colleges have said, okay, we may do away with ACT scores or SAT scores, they may replace that by asking you to write a simple college essay. And I do have information on my Ramsey webpage on steps and as well as videos on how to write an upper level college essay. So honing up on your essay writing skills will be very helpful at this time. Let's go back to some of our topics. And we have some environmental research paper topics, things connected to acid rain. What is acid rain and what effects does it have on our crops? What effects does it have maybe on people's health issues? What are the effects that it has both positive and negatively on our water supply? That's something that you could look at. Global warming, the greenhouse effect, landfills, marine pollution, nuclear energy. All of those are things that you may consider with topics related to environmental research. Another thing that you could look at in the area of family issues, child abuse, divorce rates, domestic abuse, family values. Health-related research topics could be attention deficit disorder, alternative medicine, Alzheimer's, anorexia, cancer, influenza, and of course, everybody wants to know more about COVID-19. So, those are just a few things that I recommend. Please take a few minutes. Think about your research question. My suggestion is to come up with 3 solid topics that are great importance to you. Once you've come up with those 3 topics, email them to me, share them to me through Google Docs at msyolanejoseph@gmail.com. That's Miss Yolane Joseph at gmail.com. Once you've shared those research topics with me through Google Docs, I'll be happy to edit them for you, give you some feedback, or give you a thumbs up saying, hey, this is a great topic. Now we can begin our research. Once we've finalized our research paper topic, the next thing I will be talking to you about is trying to formulate your outline. So actually, as far as your paper will be set up, your cover page will be your topic or your research question. The next page will actually be your abstract. And then the third page will be your outline. But we're going to go ahead and jump ahead and look at the outline next, how it should be formatted, what information it should include, and it will almost be like a table of contents as far as what your research paper will include. So until then, check me out on Birmingham City Schools. Click Ramsey High School, click Yolane Joseph, and then you will see these activities listed under activities for COVID-19. Stay home and stay safe.